Can't wait till I blow up, blow up, blow up, blow up, blow up. I can't wait. Can't wait till I blow up, blow up, blow up, blow up. P-I-double-L in the building. Gonna get your roll on. Sick of the mediocre, trying to figure the folk up. Point so I can smoke me a joint and go and blow up. I gotta get this dough up, competition won't show up. The bill repeal, guaranteed to stop, go up. Yeah, can't wait to cool the city.
What is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. Before we get into this week's review, I just want to mention that Decant Shop, which you guys know sponsors me, my sample shopping videos, is having a huge 20% off sale if you like their Facebook page. So, already the cheapest decant shop on the net is offering another 20% off if you like their Facebook page. So this really is a great time to grab a scent or many scents from them if you're looking for it. We're going to be doing more sample shopping this month. The week after next, I have 16 fragrances coming from Decant Shop to sample. Some real gems in there, including a couple discontinued, and one scent that's actually bespoke for a customer by M. McAuliffe. So just really good stuff coming. And if you're looking for a deal, this is the time to get it. I'll provide the link below to the Facebook page so you can like it and get the 20% off code. So on this week's episode of Maximilian Must Know, we're looking at a designer scent today, one that's very hard to find via retail outlets in the United States. And the scent that I'm talking about is called Potion from the house of Dsquared. This is the first fragrance from the Dsquared house that I'm reviewing. I also have He Wood Rocky Mountain. So this is my second scent from the brand, but the first I'm reviewing. Now, Dsquared is a brand that was started by two Canadian twins, Dean and Dan Canton. These guys studied at the Parsons School of Design and headed for Italy in 1991 with the goal of starting their own fashion house. And that's very hard for someone from North America to do, especially in Italy. And they started off working for Versace and Diesel. A lot of people don't know that Diesel is an Italian brand. And eventually they worked hard enough and got backing from Diesel to open their own brand, Dsquared, in Milan. Now, this happened in the late 1990s, and their designs for denim and t-shirts really took off. It's high-end stuff, but beautifully designed. I have a t-shirt of theirs that I love. It was actual retail on it was $3.95, but I paid $70 for it at a sale in Bloomingdale's in Soho. I'd love to show you guys, but it is in summer storage, so it's a really neat shirt with just sort of dog and wolf graphic on it. And eventually the brand started doing women's wear as well and sort of became famous for these really high-end fashion shows that have featured artists like Rihanna and Christina Aguilera actually walking down the runway. And there have been a ton of celebrities and musicians that have requested work from them. Madonna and Britney Spears had Dsquared outfit their tour wardrobes in the late 2000s. I actually also have a good friend I went to high school with named Alexandra who helped build that brand up. Now she has her own warehouse in Soho, her own showroom, and she's really moved on in terms of fashion and become, you know, someone to really be talked about in the upper echelons of New York fashion, and she's a really nice, great person, and I think, you know, she helped build this brand. And that success that the brand had enabled them to sign a deal in 2002, so they branched off into women's wear, sneakers, accessories, and fragrances. Their fragrances are released in conjunction with ITF, which is a large parent company that handles fragrances for quite a few high-end boutique Italian brands like Gianfranco Ferre, Romeo Giddy, Trussardi. And they released their first fragrance in 2007, and that was called He Wood, and that was really a violet leaf scent foremost, and it had several flankers, and they come in these gorgeous sort of crafted wood frame bottles, just like this one, Rocky Mountain He Wood. You can see Rocky Mountain He Wood there, and it comes in this just beautiful sort of hand assembled wood bottle that's just really, I think it's really nice. Those scents, the He Wood scents, did really well. Sephora had it for a while, and that enabled them to start doing women's scents and expand their offerings. They now have, I think, 20 about scents in their lineup. And I think in the online fragrance community, Potion is the one that seems to be getting the most fanfare. Now, Potion was released in 2011. It already has a women's version and two flankers, and the nose on this is Anique Minardo, who is fast becoming a favorite perfumée of mine. She's done Bulgari Black, she did Body Koros for YSL, Eau Masculine for Lolita Lampica, all-star nose here. And the notes on this fragrance are red mint leaves, angelica, and thyme at the top. rose petals, black peppercorn, and teardrops of gentian and cinnamon sticks in the middle, and cashmere wood, patchouli, amber, and musk in the base. Now, in the United States at least, and for the most part, it's hard to get all of the IFT scents here. I've never seen it available for retail on Amazon. This one particularly, with Amazon being the seller, nor do the usual suspects like Beauty Encounter or Fragrance Net have these. You can get them on eBay, but for a steep premium. 100 ml on eBay, you're normally looking at about 50 to 70 bucks, or for the 100 ml, about 40 for the 50 ml. Now, this also comes in an Eau de Parfum concentration, but I have the EDT, and that's what the review is. And as I mentioned before, I have a friendly relationship with the owner of Decant Shop, Adriana, who sponsors my sample shopping episodes. And I told her I was looking for this a while ago, and she emailed me out of the blue one day to let me know that one of her fragrance outlets that she has a wholesale account with had this for 36 bucks. And she had a 20% off coupon code. So with shipping and tax, I got this 100 ml bottle for $31. And Adriana basically said to me, anything less, I would have been stealing it. And that is a tremendous price for this fragrance. But how does it smell? Well, here's what Dsquared said they were trying to accomplish with Potion. This is a quote from them. The new fragrance is named Potion. It represents a tool of seduction, conquer, and emotions. It is inspired by the chemical workshops of the past. Potion is designed as a magical alchemy that evokes carnal desire and lust. The composition is aromatic woody with a distinctive background of amber. It is developed by Anique Menardo. It is a new recipe of olfactory seduction and a potion of quality ingredients arousing amorous desires. The packaging is inspired by ancient pharmaceutical vials, considering tradition, timeless quality, and men appeal. So let's get into the presentation briefly. This is the box, just Dsquared Potion here, with a little bit of information. Normal suspect stuff on the back. On the bottom, UPC code, more information, Dsquared 2, 1964 there, and nothing else. It's sort of a nice textured white box. I like the box. I also really like the bottle. I can see it was apothecary inspired. Dsquared Potion, same information that's on the front, and then 100 ml, 3.4 fluid ounces for man. It's got a sort of screw off top, and it's got a nice atomizer. As you can see, that shoots a really nice mist. And then on the back of the bottle, it's just going to say again, Dsquared 1964, and your basic sticker information on the bottom of the bottle. So exactly what you'd think. I think it's a really nice presentation. And guys, in my opinion, this is a really absolutely stunning scent. There's a Mexican drink called horchata, which I put a picture of in the intro. It's usually made with rice milk and flavored with a variety of different spices, including cinnamon, vanilla, sometimes nutmeg. It's got sugar in it. And to me, this smells a lot like that. It's a light woodsy scent with heavy cinnamon and vanilla. A little bit of a boozy feel here as well. It's really that simple. And it's not well blended. It's exceptionally blended. Menardo did a great job with this one. I'm quite anxious to check out the Eau de Parfum, because even though this doesn't have niche quality, beast mode, longevity, or projection, it's no slouch. On my skin, it projects well and lasts for a good amount of time. I get about 6 to 8 hours with this, so I'm very curious to check out the potency of the Eau de Parfum, because there are very few designer fragrances out there that have taken this route. Now, this week I actually got a good deal from someone who works for me. They had Gucci Pour Homme, which I've been looking for forever, and they wanted to sell it. He didn't like it at all. And so the bottle was a little beat up, but I decided to get it. It's a 100 ml bottle, and there's probably about 60 to 70 ml in it. And as I said, the bottle was a little beat up, so I got it for 30 bucks. You can't really turn that down. And when I smelled that, I said, oh, this is where Potion got the idea for this. They're different smelling, but Potion definitely has that heavy cinnamon sort of sweet vibe that Pour Homme 1 has. I think they're both great scents. I'm not sure if I like Pour Homme better yet. I have to have a little bit more time with it, but I know that Potion I really like. I feel like it's a little more potent than Pour Homme 1, to be honest with you. So there's definitely some influence there from Pour Homme 1 by Gucci. And with this, 3 sprays of this is plenty in my opinion. You could do 1 in the chest, one behind each ear. It's perfect for the fall and winter. Probably wouldn't do this in the warmer weather because it's got that sort of holiday spice vibe. I also think any age could pull this off. I could definitely see high school and college kids digging this, but also 30 and 40-something year olds. Might not work for someone in their 50s or someone who's a senior because it might be a little too playful and sweet for seniors. But I also think for the most part this is a masculine scent. But if there's a woman out there who likes amber narguilé and tobacco vanille, she would probably dig this one as well. Now, I got this fragrance for 31 bucks, but it's not easy to find it at that price and not easy to find it in general. Because of that and the sort of limited weather you can pull this fragrance off in, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. So you guys can tell I really, really like this fragrance. I wish it was more widely available. It's excellent though. I like it much better than Dsquared He Wood line. If you like boozy, vanilla, and cinnamon fragrances, I implore you to check this one out. Do not be surprised if this is in my winter starting lineup video. I like it that much, and it's going to be quite heavy in my rotation. You can see I already wore a shitload of it. I really like this scent, so 8 out of 10 here. Anyway, that is going to be this week's episode of Maximilian Must Know. Just to give you a little taste of what's coming forward, I'm shooting 2 more videos tonight, guys. I'm shooting a grooming episode for next week, and part 5, finally, of my collection, fragrances 125 to 150 will be shot tonight, and then we'll probably get one more in by the end of the year, 150 to 175. But we're going to be doing part 5 tonight. Actually, I think it's part 6, right? Yeah, this is going to be part 6, I think. I'm not sure. I lost track. But so 125 to 150, I'm going to be filming that tonight. And then a grooming show. A lot of people have said to me, you know, we want you to go back and do some more shaving shows. And I've been doing a lot of the sample shopping during the midweek, but I'm going to try to switch off and on from a grooming, because I have a lot of shit to go through. Shaving creams and razor blades and just new aftershaves and all kinds of stuff I've gotten, you know, haven't talked about. So we'll definitely get into that. And then next weekend, expect a niche review. I'm going to Min next week, and I'm probably going to be walking out. There's a chance I'm going to be walking out with Amawash Fate. I don't think so, though. But there's an almost 99% chance I'm going to be walking out with Andy Towers' Laird du Desert Mineral Cane. And so that'll probably get reviewed next week, possibly Fate. We will see. I got to go in there and sort of see the lay of the land and see what I'm feeling. So that is this week's episode. I'm going to shoot these other 2 videos real quick, and they'll be, both of them should be up next week, I would say, the grooming episode and the part 6 of the collection, and then again, niche fragrance video next weekend. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I am Maximilian. I must know. Peace.
I can't wait. Can't wait till I blow up, blow up, blow up, blow up, blow up. Sitting up in the kitchen, listening to some beats. Sick of selling this dope and moping up in the streets, hoping that I can speak to a crowd on a large scale instead of putting yams and loud on a large scale. Man, I can't wait.